Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, depending on when you are watching this. I am Shantae Javon Taylor, neuroscientist and success strategist. And I'm so excited to talk about the 5-day neuroscience challenge that I am running starting tomorrow. But it's for a full 5 days. And basically, the challenge is all about helping coaches, leaders, trainers, influencers make a bigger impact with the advanced knowledge of neuroscience. Okay, so who am I? I'm Shantae Javon Taylor, neuroscientist and success strategist. I'm the founder of the OptiMind Institute. We are a research and certification and training facility for coaches, leaders, and modern thinkers who want to take their expertise to the next level by infusing it with the most advanced science on the planet, which is the brain, neuroscience, and really taking their message to the next level, their trainings to the next level, their leadership to the next level, and of course their coaching to the next level if that pertains to them. So I wanted to go over this 5-day challenge and what it is and what it is not. Okay. I find that it is very important to kind of distinguish what this challenge really will, how it will impact you and what you will gain from it, so that you have a better idea of if this is something that you want to embark upon. All right. So, what this 5-day neuroscience challenge is, it's all about giving you a foundation of understanding of what you can use neuroscience for, how you can infuse it into your work. And I want to just make it clear that neuroscience is not something that you need to know everything about. You don't need to know, you don't have to become a neuroscientist to understand your own brain and the inner workings of the brains of people that you are engaging with and impacting, right? And one reason why I actually started to train on neuroscience at this capacity is because I knew there was another level of understanding with this brain other than dementia and brain injuries, which I was trained in for 20 years. Okay. So my natural strength and gift is to empower people. So I brought the neuroscience into my strengths to be able to empower people who want to go to the next level of their profession, their business, and their leadership. Okay, so you don't have to know everything. This 5-day challenge definitely won't allow you to know everything you need to know, but I'm going to put neuroscience in perspective so that you can see that it's not overwhelming to know, but it's also essential for you to know. Okay, and what I want to be able to demonstrate during this challenge is how neuroscience, brain science, the understanding of the brain and the nervous system, how it is the next level of this human experience. Okay. And that it can help you to amplify your existing neural pathways, your existing strengths, your existing wisdom and experiences and knowledge. Okay. So it's not designed for you to get overwhelmed and know all the things about neuroscience. That's not going to serve you or your clients. I want this to be very focused for you. And I will make sure that you have a very strong foundation in understanding your what, and your how when it comes to learning neuroscience and really getting it infused into how you show up in the world in your areas, in your unique areas, okay? Because everybody's going to come with a different skill set, different set of strengths, different niches. So I want to make sure that your specific strengths and niches are amplified for you, okay? I want you to stay in your lane, but be amplified in your lane and also be able to stand out from, the rest of the people that are in your world so that you can get more attention, more influence, but also, of course, make a big impact, make a bigger impact because you are impacting minds and brains with this knowledge. Okay. So we can either use it intentionally or not, because no matter what, we are always impacting brains. If you're a coach, who are you talking to? You're talking to a human being who has a brain that is malleable, that is changeable, right? So you want to be in the position to know the most advanced science, to be able to help them intentionally think about their brain and transform their brain, which thus transforms their thoughts, their behaviors, their patterns, their habits, right? So that they can get to the next level of their own journey as well. Okay. So I want you to be more intentional about that. So I'm looking at the comments. Hello. I'm in a few different places. So I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, and a couple of groups. I'm streamlining the process, people. Some of you know how I am. So what this 5-day challenge is not, okay, I have to make this clear. This is not a challenge where I'm going to give you a bunch of tips and tricks and hacks about the brain. Okay, first of all, that's not going to serve you if you don't have a strong foundation of what neuroscience is and what you need to know according to your specific area and niche. And then those strategies will come down the line should we move further with each other. But just like, your clients won't be able to be consistent with their journey if you're just throwing them here's a bunch of tips, strategies, and advice, to change your life, to change your relationships, to change your business, right? They need a stronger, deeper foundation, a stronger, deeper why, because that's going to sustain them through their journey of challenges. So I want you to have a strong foundation in neuroscience for your particular niche so that when you are ready to learn the brain-based strategies, they become a part of your nature. They become infused in your natural way of thinking, coaching, and leadership. Okay. And you have to experience the 5-day challenge to really understand what I'm saying, like how powerful it really is. So this is not a challenge for you to just come and get a bunch of stuff about neuroscience that you can Google. I'm not going to go through all the brain foods you need to know. You can Google that. I'm not going to tell you all the things about sleep you need to know, what the brain does. You can Google that. We're going much deeper, right? There's another level of this neuroscience journey, and the ability to truly make it a part of your leadership foundation, of your coaching foundation, of your business foundation. Okay, I'm not a surface coach. I'm not a surface trainer. We're going to go deep. Okay, so it can remain with you. All right. So how is this 5-day challenge going to be delivered? I'm going to put up the link right here. How is it going to be delivered? So once you sign up, you're going to receive a welcome, and then you're going to receive a set of instructions. Okay, so every day I'm going to send you the neuroscience challenge in your inbox. And then I'm going to, and in that email will also be the link to show up at 1 p.m. Eastern time in our Facebook group, the Art and Neuroscience of Coaching, Leadership, and Training. And I will expand on the challenge that you received in your email. Okay. Also in that email is going to be a downloadable PDF, which is going to be your thinking sheet, right? Because I want you to think through how you're going to use neuroscience. Why are you even in this challenge? What do you hope to gain from it? And then we're going to get really specific how you need to use neuroscience for your specific niche, okay? So just to recap, how it's delivered is in your email, the challenge. I'm going to give you some background on the challenge and then give you something to do so that you can think through how you are going to use this powerful knowledge for your particular strengths and to amplify your particular expertise. Okay. So I also want to talk about I'm also going to share what my graduates, my Optimind graduates who have been through my certification program and learning neuroscience to enhance their work, how they have used this knowledge to amplify what they're doing, to get clarity, to get mission oriented, to get organizational and company engagements and opportunities, speaking on stage, being able to write books that are neuroscience based, that have evidence behind what they're saying, on top of their existing message in their books. Right. So I have all kinds of people from all walks of life and niches and expertise that come into the program. And it's a blessing to be able to see what they do with this knowledge. And it's unpredictable sometimes, because when you take on this knowledge, remember, it's infusing into your existing networks, your neural networks. It's infusing into your existing expertise, your experiences, your education, your knowledge. So you are going to get insights that's going to direct you to how you are going to show up differently or more powerfully in your work. Okay, so I'm going to be able to share that with you throughout the 5 days. This is a totally free 5-day neuroscience challenge. Okay. So who is this challenge for? This challenge is for coaches, leaders, speakers, influencers, trainers, consultants, anyone who knows that this is the next level of understanding this human behavior, this human experience. Because if you're not incorporating the brain and the understanding, the science that we now have access to, into your work, you're really not doing you're doing your clients a disservice. You're doing your employees a disservice, because there's so much more that you can do to elevate their human potential by understanding their human potential. Okay. So when we talk about the brain, I mean, if you think about the brain cells, and I do talk somewhat about the nature of the brain, the structure of the brains. When brain cells get activated, it's called action potentials, right? And so we have 90 million miles of wiring in our brains, and that is a lot of potential, people. So let's intentionally access more of our human brain, which is more of our human potential. Because when we do that, when we are all collectively able to access more of this human design, this human potential, we'll be able to go to the next level of this human experience. We'll be able to come up with insights and resolve issues that's been plaguing our our world, our planet, for thousands of years. Okay, I'm talking hunger and pollution and anger, jealousy. Once we start operating at a higher level of our brain power, we'll be able to collectively move to a point where we are experiencing this human experience at another level. So my mission for the Optimind Institute, which I am the founder of, if you didn't hear me at the beginning, is to empower 100 million coaches, leaders, influencers, and people who really want to make a bigger impact in their industry and in this world. So this 5-day challenge is really I'm calling to the people who are at the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? That means they're at the pivot point. They're at the crossroads of this self-actualization place in their minds, in their hearts, and in their expertise. And so they want to take that and do something bigger with it to change the world, because that is the level of self-actualization. Right? Your needs, or your survival needs, are taken care of, right? You've made your connections, you've been into the community. Now you're ready. There's something else within you that wants to do something bigger. And you know that through and through, you intuitively know that understanding the brain has to be the next level, because it's the last frontier of understanding this human experience. We have known about every other organ, but we're still learning about this human brain. But the more that the level of which we have learned about the brain is able to really move the needle in our clients' lives, in our businesses. So I think that I know that you resonate with this, if you join the 5-day neuroscience challenge, it's because you know intuitively, you have a knowing that you got to know about this, and you don't exactly know how you're going to put it together. And that's where I come in, right? That's how I show up. That's how I help you to see how you can navigate this neural language, this neuroscience world, this neuroscience research, and apply it to what you are already doing. Okay, amplify your existing knowledge so you can go to the next step of that feeling that's been calling you to go to the next level of your human potential. Okay, so we are starting day 1 tomorrow, day 1 of the 5-day neuroscience challenge. And I want to make sure that this is not for people who are not engaging. If you feel like you are not going to be engaged or all in, then maybe it'll be better for you to join another challenge, or join it at another time, because I really want you to take in this challenge and take it seriously, because it is going to require you to think through this next level of you. Like, what do I want this next level to be like, and how powerful do I want to show up? So I'm going to be asking you questions, and that's why I'm giving you a think sheet, so that you can kind of process this knowledge that I'm going to be giving to you, because I want you to use this knowledge ethically and with integrity. And I also want you to make sure that you actually use it. So people in my program know that I take it very seriously to talk to each and every one of my students, because I want to know what their mission is. I want to know what their expertise is, because not only does that give me the ability to get inside my neural networks and help to pull out the neuroscience that will amplify their work, but I also want to make sure they're actually going to use this knowledge and make a bigger impact. I don't want this to be another challenge for you, or another program, if we move forward, where you just accumulate knowledge and it just sits there, in your computer. That's not going to serve you, and it's not going to serve the planet. So I take this challenge very seriously. So I'm all in. So this challenge is 5-day neuroscience challenges for people who are all in. You're going to open up the email. You're going to read the background for the challenge that I'm offering you, and that you're going to think through that challenge, and then you're going to come over into the live stream daily, and you're going to I'll be expanding on the challenge, on the neuroscience of the challenge, and there you can ask questions. Now, do you have to join live? Not necessarily, because I understand everybody has lives and people are all over the world. So there will be the replay, and then you can comment or ask questions later with the replay. Okay, so the link is there for you to join, and I will also post it again. Hi, Loretta. What else do I want to share about this 5-day challenge? This challenge is also for people who are fascinated by the brain. Okay. I'm not really trying to call out right now to the people who think it's interesting or fun, or you just want some quick tricks and hacks. There's other people for that. Okay. I want you to come with your fascination. I want you to come with your curiosity. I want you to come with your questions, and I want you to come with your engagement, because I'm all in. I'm very passionate about what I do. I mean, I'm like this all the time. It's kind of annoying, okay, that my graduates tell you, but this is what I believe in. This is how I show up in the world to ensure that I'm doing my part to help humanity move forward. And I truly believe that understanding the brain and the mind and using it intentionally, shaping it intentionally, is the next stage of this human behavior, this human experience. It's what's going to get us out of what we are all kind of feeling right now. Okay, because neuroscience, I can find the neuroscience behind just about every human behavior. right? So that is another thing that I will be addressing when it comes down later on in the challenge. I will help you to see how neuroscience can amplify your work. I will give examples of neuroscience that goes into mindset, right? Mindset is this intangible thing, but there's brain science behind mindset. There's brain science behind unconscious bias. There's brain science behind not being authentic, right? There's so much brain science behind everything that we experience as humans, but if we don't know about it, we can't be intentional about it, about changing it, right? And we'll be meeting those hurdles and resistance mentally if we don't understand how to overcome the mental obstacles and resistance. We have to learn to work with the brain, right? Work with our neural networks, but you have to understand your neural networks, right? Or it'll be that much harder to help your clients to move forward. All right, so the link is there, and I will also post it again. We are starting day 1 tomorrow, day 1 of the Neuroscience Challenge. I'm so excited because I don't get to run it all the time, doing other things, research and whatnot with the Optimind Institute. So I am looking forward to sharing, going on this challenge with you, this journey, and hearing what you all do. So once you sign up for the challenge, go on over and request to be in the Facebook group, The Art and Neuroscience of Coaching, Leadership, and Training. And come on over and introduce yourself. Share what you do in the world. Share what your mission is. Share what your superpowers are, because that helps me to better curate this challenge for the new group, okay? Because each time I run this challenge, it's a new set of minds, a new sets of experiences, and a new sets of missions and people that you're serving. So I just really look forward to expanding my mind and heart on this challenge, but also helping you to amplify your journey, your knowledge, your expertise, your mission with this powerful neuroscience. All right, so I will see you in the challenge. Remember, when you better your mind and better your brain, you will better your impact in the world. And I am going to use this challenge to show you, to demonstrate how you can take this knowledge to do just that. See you in the challenge, everyone.